All right, it says we're live on YouTube. I just want to make sure, and I'll get started. This is a live at lunch. I hope you're having a great day. I'm having a pretty good day, to be honest with you. So I figured I'd do a live from outside, and I was going to create a Zoom and then put it onto YouTube, but I'm just going to go live to save the time and chat with you all. Okay, it is on, and I'm going to go increase the volume here. I want to speak about a few things. I want to speak about AI, network marketing, affiliate marketing, cryptocurrency, the state of the union, the state of the world. Let me go back into Zoom so I can see what I'm doing. All right, there we go. Sorry for the close up. So, yeah, I'm doing it from outside. I just got a workout in. So I'm trying to multitask. I'm actually multitasking. I wore this heavy shirt to get a good sweat. I have a good sweat on. And so let me go ahead. I just want to check from my phone and make sure I'm live there. So let's talk about the state of. So I'm trying to multitask. Oh, there it is. Good. All right. Very, very good. All right. So I want to speak about crypto trading as it relates to network marketing, affiliate marketing, online marketing, crowdfunding, business for the home-based business space. I got started last year in cryptocurrency. I've been pitched over the years, and I think I've done a little bit here and there in crypto over the years. Most people are apprehensive. I was apprehensive. I'm no different than anyone else. I just saw this video. I'll put it up on this channel about whatever Trump's speaking about cryptocurrency, blockchain technology. It's just so apparent out there, and it's also I think I see it as such a great time or an opportunity because first of all, I had a really great run in 2025. So I said, let me continue this run in 2026, moving on and diversify into cryptocurrency programs, different cryptos, as well as main cryptocurrencies, things like Bitcoin. I want to diversify. I mean, a lot of people, listen, I'm like most people, you probably can identify with most people, did the 401k or do the 401k in the Roth IRA. I do the same for my sons are young. They're in the working force now and they diversify into deferred compensation. And I did that for many years. We didn't have crypto and cryptocurrency back in the day. And even when it first hit the market, I didn't get started in crypto. Most of us didn't. I mean, most of us do say, because I don't know about you, we get a little older, we spend a little time in the past, what we would have, could have, should have done, shouldn't have done, things we would have changed. That's part of life. I think for me, the older I get, the more past there is. So you got to make sure you don't spend too much time in the past. But many times I've said, my wife and I be walking and talking, say, if we just bought Bitcoin, $10,000 at a certain time would be like, astronomical funds. $1,000. Here's an example. It's not just Bitcoin. $1,000 into Ethereum in 2014 would be $10 million today. 10 million. So it's not like even if it was 10,000, that would have been wow, 10x. But we're talking about 10 million, not even a million, not 100,000, 10 million. So those type of returns, we've seen it with Doge, we've seen it with Cardano, so many others. That type of chance possibility makes it very appealing to take a risk, and it's also I find it risky to not be involved. So I decided in 2025 to get started, and I got started in a vehicle. It wasn't like anything else. Should have gotten started earlier. But even though I got started when I did, we had a very good year in 2025 for my household. So I said this. And it's funny too, because I said when that happened, when I had the aha moment about that and why crypto blending with network marketing, I said, this is going to be the future of network marketing in this space. And you're going to get there is a lot of negativity around it, especially from people that are not building crypto MLMs. They want to build other ones. So they're always going to say those things don't last and they don't work. And it's valid to say that too, because a lot of crypto deals have gotten shut down, have closed down. There's rug pulls. I mean, I don't think that's exclusive just to crypto as well, because if you look in the network marketing world, and then I'll do the traditional world because it's not exclusive to that space either. But the network marketing world, when you see people who've had great success with companies like Rodan and Fields, Modere, Organo Gold, Monavie, Nerium International, Viridian Energy, Hilo Technologies, Javita Coffee. I mean, the list goes, World Ventures, the list goes on and on. We're talking about Jeunesse, major companies that are no longer in business, and they either get shut down, they change the compensation plan. Anything could happen in those businesses. So if that's apparent in those, or they can go out of momentum. If that is a possibility in that type of business, let's just say. So that happens. If you look in traditional business, it happens all the time. Regular traditional businesses go out of business, they go bankrupt. The mom and pop shops where you grew up have gone out of business, and some have flourished, and it's life-changing monies. I see that the online business is the mainstream America, like the way the mainstream America built was the engine for the 20th century. I think the online space is let me text my right back. Yes. Well, 1 second. Well, just her team. Sorry, guys. So multitasking, I said it in the beginning of the video. So let's look at network marketing for a minute. I said that I made the example, World Ventures, Nerium. So many companies have gone, have boomed, great success for a lot of people, good leadership, everything was there. And they either just severed the arm and just shut down last minute without any notice, or something happened. They went out of momentum, went out of business, change of comp plan, whatever it was. Something happened. Hope the wind isn't too much. Let me give you a quick shot of the yard. If you hear the noise in the background, waterfall from the that's the waterfall from the pool we have back there. I got to change those trees. So, I mean, it's another thing. See the brown trees? Not to point out the negative. The dead trees, I've got to replace those. And that was unexpected. So things do happen and you don't expect it, right? So that happened with those trees. It's another thing too. Look, that's another whole thing I'll get into in this message, because everything costs so much money. I look around, just the trees alone. It's like, you don't even want to know what all this cost back here. Thankfully, it's paid for. So anyway, and by the way, it actually is paid for from the network marketing industry. Anyway, I'm a retired civil servant, so we didn't get paid a lot of money, but we have benefits and pensions and things like that. Anyway, let's look at network marketing. So we know that those things are possible. Companies can go out of business. So you have the traditional model where it's $150 a month, 100 points in business volume. You get a product, and every month you have to pay for that product, and you want that service. So when you look at it from a prospect or a customer's point of view, is a customer going to pay $150 or $100 or $80 a month or $200 a month for a product? No. The reason we know it doesn't work, because the numbers are in. The verdict is out. People stay on auto ship for 90 days on average, or actually 2.7 months is the number. So it's less than 90 days. I think it's right before the third month, because one spouse, whether it's the husband or the wife, says, "Did you freaking cancel that stuff yet?" So that happens. So if you look at that model, to be in that business, you've got to pay every month, and you have to recruit your way out of it, so much so that it then becomes an asset. I think that business model, I mean, I know it's very hard, and I'm of the opinion that they don't work anymore because of the market. People go to Amazon for things, and they change up things all the time. So that's the wellness kind of product space. Then you have the Matrix boom that hit, and the Matrix model has always been around. But it's just in 2023, late 2022, December 2022, when Live Good hit, $10 a month, $9.99 a month, no auto ship, no business volume. The company was a juggernaut. I mean, an absolute boom. They made history, literally 100,000 people in 90 days, 1 million people in 13 months, and surpassed 2 million. I believe it. I was told it's under 1 million active now. I was in that business. I am in that business. Still have that business. It's a great business, great products. But since then, it was super hard to make money. That's why I stopped doing it. To validate spending so much time in that business, unless you got in early and sponsored 400, 500 people, then you struggled, or you just didn't make any money. So, and even top leaders, no one's pursuing that business anymore. It's not a knock on the products of the company. It's just there's an opportunity of a lifetime, and every opportunity has a lifetime. Look at World Ventures, Nearium International, Monavi, Organic Gold, Isogenics, which is there still in business. You can't start one of those businesses now. The ones I mentioned, you can't start them anyway because they don't exist. So there's a time to get started, just like this is a time to invest. Like we said in the beginning of the video, if you invested in Bitcoin at a certain time, it'd be, you know, obviously we know this. So then comes crypto and MLM. Now, let's just say why MLM? Why network marketing? Because if every company's got an affiliate plan, it just makes business sense. Otherwise, Target wouldn't have it. Amazon, Best Buy, Staples. I mean, not Staples, Target, Costco, probably Staples too. Yeah, I would imagine Staples. All of these different, they all have affiliate marketing. They don't have multi-level marketing, but and the reason is it's hard to be an affiliate marketer and just have that, because it's one level and you've got to really be good at driving traffic and making content and creating leads. And unless if you can break through on things like TikTok, and you can, and people do. It's TikTok. I mean, look at TikTok Shop affiliates. So why do companies, let's just say even with crypto, why are they using network marketing? Because the models, it's a smart model. First of all, it's not a job, so you don't have to do it. Second of all, if you like a product or service and you want to tell someone about it, you want to be compensated for it. If I go on Facebook right now and say, hey, where's a good place to get sushi? People are going to be diving over themselves to tell me where to get their best sushi or whatever it is. So people want to tell people. That's all we do is we look at reviews. So we want to know if something works. We want to see what other people think about a product or service before we even make a commitment. And so when there's a story that needs to be told about a product or a service, peer-to-peer makes more sense than some ad that we're just going to add. I don't see that ad. Sometimes we do want to see an ad, but ads cost money. Peer-to-peer doesn't, right? So like if I have a business and you're an affiliate, if you make a sale, I'll pay you. If you don't, I won't. So there's no money to be paid by the company. It's a win-win for both parties. When it's network marketing, then you have real leverage. And that's when you can build a team. And for a regular person, like if you bring in 10 committed people and they bring in 10 and they bring in 10, that's 1,100 people, 1,200 people. You have a team of 1,000 people that, 10% of them get one new customer a month. It goes, that's 1,100, 1,300. It compounds like that. So, within 12 months, you can be a team of 5,000 people. And it's happened for me. It's happened for people, and again, if the timing is right. So where does crypto fall into this mix? Because again, if you look at like Live Good, and by the way, with Live Good, all the other matrices followed, and I've joined like 4 or 5 of them. And because the model itself makes sense, the comp plans are strong, but there's no value in them, to be honest. Even Live Good, you can go to, for the customer, from a customer's perspective, why would you pay $10 a month if you can go, like, in other words, if I'm going to buy products, even if I'm going to save $15, I'm not going to join a membership, even if it's $10. So to even save $5 a month, I'm not going to pay $10 a month. Does that make sense? So at least for me, like, people don't want monthlies. People want to cut their expenses. Excuse me. So that model, even the membership models, like you have the AI Viral, AI Matrix Spillover, the daily ads, you have the Save Club. I joined all of those. I thought Save Club was potentially going to be as big as Live Good. A lot of us did. So, and we got started and we blew it up quick, but there's no value there. Save Club, what am I going to get? A free bag of chips with my sandwich if I use my app? You can get the same deal anyway, and you can get that website for free. So there's no value for the customer. You know what I'm saying? Just calling it real. All these things out there where you get X amount of leads, you get free leads. I mean, let's just be real. If you're not getting organic leads, listen, maybe, I don't know, if you're this great, and there's really good internet marketers out there that are really good at. It's not like most people, you want something that most people can do, and you want a high customer to affiliate ratio. So when I got started in cryptocurrency, oh, my neck, hold on, let me change the angle. When I got started with cryptocurrency in 2025, the model, it's like 95% of people are customers, just customers. And I said, and they were happy. They just wanted to. I've had at least 95, maybe more than 95% said, Vin, listen, I don't want to do that whole, I don't want to tell anyone about it. I just want to buy the unit. It's crypto mining. And they just wanted to buy the mines. And they bought the mines, and that's it. Now, the price of the coin, so there's different models, has decreased. So what happened with that business was, there was a really good time for that business to like be an affiliate. And the coin was on the rise and getting paid every day for doing nothing. I mean, that's the crypto model. These whether it's crypto mining, crypto nodes, AI trading, the product pays you without any interaction. That's appealing to people without any interaction and without any recruiting and without any monthly cost. So when you think about those three things, I'll reiterate about that in a second. But in the crypto mining and even in the node space, there's like a window if it's worth paying, whether it's $1,000, $1,200, $2,400 for a node or a mining unit, there has to be a good return daily, unless there's a really good reason why that coin could potentially, or that token could potentially skyrocket. And there's always that has that potential. So that's a model. I was in that model, and all of a sudden the value wasn't there to buy the mine. And I had said that to even some teammates that was still like, it's going to be big. I said, no, no, no. I think it's done. Not done as far as the unit, because the unit still pays us every day. The mining units. The affiliate portion stopped. The same thing happened in Modere, Monavi, Organo Gold, Nearing, World Ventures. All of those programs, the only reason they go out of business is because the market, they can't acquire customers anymore, and they're losing more customers than they're acquiring. End of story. That's the same thing as a restaurant. If the restaurant has more attrition of their customers than they do acquisition, it's going to go out of business. If they're spending more money than they're making, they're going to stop. That's every business in the world. It's very basic math. All of these network pros and leaders, no, well, it was mismanaged, or this happened, they shouldn't have gone. Yeah, those are factors. But at the end of the day, if the company's making money and they're acquiring customers, then it's flush with cash. They can either sell it or continue. So, what's the puppy doing? My puppies are out here. So, crypto mining, crowdfunding, crypto nodes. Now, AI trading is something I'm very interested in, because I started joining a bunch of different programs just to see how they work. Because what I said to multiple people last year when I had my aha moment, I said, this model is better than the other models. And here's why. Like, if you take crypto here, the matrix here, and traditional network marketing here, traditional network marketing is going to cost you $150 a month, and you've got to get a product. And if you think about it from a customer perspective, they got to pay every single month for that product. That product better be really good to keep them on auto-ship. And we know statistically they get off auto-ship. Then you have the matrix. It's usually a service. They have to pay every single month for that service. And whether it's wellness or the matrix, what's the nature of the product? What does it actually do? One makes you look good, feel good, lose weight, let's aches and pains, right? Is it traditionally? One provides maybe some kind of service. Is it giving you leads? Is it doing some kind of traffic, whatever? And you've got to say, well, is the value really there? When you look at the crypto programs, what's the nature of the product? The only thing the product does is pays you. Like, you can look around right now. I have a barbecue. I have this other Blackstone here, all my chairs, all the stuff inside the refrigerator, the stove, the television, the desk, this computer, my phone. Nothing pays me. The only thing that pays us now in this household, like every single day without anything happening, are these programs. Crypto mines. I have crypto mines. I have nodes, and I like the AI trading software. And I have multiple trading programs. The one I'm promoting, there's a link below. I'll put the link below. It's not there now. As a matter of fact, there's a live Q&A in a few minutes. I'm going to bounce and jump on that. It checks a lot of boxes. First of all, it's $100 to get started, so you can pay $100 just to watch it. Don't tell anybody. Just pay 100, see how it works. That's it. Right. That's really it. I should make a 2-minute video and say, and it's true though. $100. no monthly. What I like is it has asset protection. It's a third-party insurance to protect your trading account. So if there is something nefarious that happens, because it happens in and out of networking, in and out of crypto, in and out of traditional business. I mean, look what's going on. I don't want to get into the political world. I mean, what the hell? I mean, you want to talk about scams, right? Look at forget it. I didn't want to, don't even get started. So, when you look at so $100 to get started, no monthly. So you could just set it and forget it. Look at it. Say, oh, do I feel like telling you? Because that's what I did. I'm only going to tell someone about something if I want to tell something about it. I bought Nodes, another company, another project, and it sounds really good. And I get paid these coins every single day. I've watched the Zooms, I've watched the overviews, and it's really good. It's just a little complex for me to take it and market it. It's just complex, for people to really have a good understanding of all the nuances about it. You've got to take in, at least for me, maybe I'm slower than others. You got to take in 3-4 hours of content, and you've got to then get it set up, get it tied to the crypto wallet and everything else, and tech setup, which is all well and good. But I just don't see it as customers saying, yeah, I'll try it. Yeah, I'll try it. Yeah, I'll try it. Because when I get started, and already it's happening with this AI platform, it's simple, and then, you get started, $100, get it set up. I have people set up and they do it themselves. This woman, what a sweet woman. What a nice woman. Yesterday get started. Was it yesterday? I think yesterday. And she's like, done. Like, and she's not even a crypto person. Done. And now I don't have to worry about that person. Like, you know what I mean? Now they can do what they want with the product. If she wants to put in 400 more, that's her account. I just want to get set. She got started for $100. Beautiful. And so I like simple. I like the asset protection. I like $100, the asset protection. I like the system that just Zooms every day. If you want, there's live Q&A that, I mean, uh, you can ask away. There's a live event coming. It seems to be, and I don't like using the word transparent because it's like, to be transparent, it's like such an overused word, but the transparency there is there for what it's worth, right? I have a hard time trusting anyone. That's just how I am. I don't trust anyone. I trust my wife. That's about it. I don't even trust myself. I'm like, oh, you stay in the house. Don't leave, Finn. And so, you know what I mean? You get a little older, like, like my father, man, he rests in peace. He was a madman. You're like, Dad, don't say that. Because when you get older, it's like, don't say that. Should I say it? Shouldn't I? Fuck it, I'll say it, Just choose my language. So anyway, I just did it. So, let me say. All right, let's end with this because from a network marketing perspective, this woman, lovely woman, nice woman, gets started. She sets her account. She set it and forget it, right? The compensation is like this. Very simple. It's not a bot. You're using software. So you've got to license this software. So if I start with $100, it's a 10%. So I got to pay one time 10%. So I pay $10 and I use the software. I actually people get started for 112. So 10% of that is $11.20. You start with $100.80. One time. So that's SaaS, what's called software as a service. So you're selling the software. It has nothing to do with their balance. It has everything to do with the software. So they buy the software. Same thing as if you sell ClickFunnels or High Level or System.io or anything, right? Software as a service. So that's one way to get paid. The other way to get paid now, let's just say it's doing 2.5% a week. It has done on average 2.67% a week for this the lowest tier, 2.67 to 4% per week. It's done for the last 22, 23 months. We don't know if that's going to happen next week, just like I don't know if it's going to rain next week. No one knows what's going to happen. We don't know if it's going to be in World War III next week. Anyone who's telling you, oh, this is going to be great, and this is gonna happen, or these financial planners from the 80s and 90s, oh, you're going to make X amount of dollars for the next 30 years, and you're going to make $1 million. Like, how do you know? No one knows what's going to happen. And none of this, by the way, is any financial advice. I'm not a financial planner, financial expert, no financial advice. Just a guy on the internet doing a video, right? And sharing information. take it for what it's worth, right? But now with the comp plan, let's just say this woman makes 2.5% a week, hypothetically. That's $2.50 she makes. If I make 10% of that, I make 25 cents. Whoa, no kidding. Wow. If she doesn't make anything, I make nothing. So the payout is from there's no new money. It's only from the trading software. So it's not like, hey, she put in another X amount of dollars. Oh, I get paid more money. It doesn't work like that. We get paid on the license fees, the 10% for using the software or whatever they put in, and it can continuously add and creates another license fee. But when I had a friend say, yeah, but how's anyone going to make any money? I says, you have to really understand compounding, right? And, if you're in network marketing, you should understand geometric progression. Last example, I was in the energy business years ago, the company that no longer exists, Viridian Energy. Customers were free to be a customer. We got paid nickels and dimes and quarters and 50 cents, 75 cents on a customer. So I went out, got like 30 customers, let's just say, for free. Mom and dad, rest in peace. Brother, mother, sister, mother, cousin, friend, neighbor. All right. They just became that customer. It was free for them. That was it. I got like 30 customers. Then I showed the business to people. Let's just say I showed 200 people over the course of my career there, and 50% of the people signed up 50 affiliates. Half of the affiliates did nothing, more than half. Some did something. This is how network marketing, this is how everything works, by the way. Is how martial arts, there's only a small percentage make black belt. Real estate, very few people ever sell a house. If you think if you play college baseball, basketball, football, soccer, and you think you're going to the pros, very small chance. Anyway, I brought in 100 affiliates. I had about 10 lines of business and 6 lines of good business. That equated over time into 60,000 customers. Now, I didn't have 60,000 customers active at any given time, cumulatively, but I always had between 15 and 20,000 customers that were active. Those customers.
Sorry, I'm getting called into work early, so I'm just gonna shout and I'm going to work.
Give a double bicep for people. There you go. How proud am I? All right, baby. What time you going in?
Like now, pretty much.
All right. Have a wonderful day, my beautiful.
What's up, Dad?
Okay. One of my beautiful sons. I'm so blessed. Highly shaven, Lord. Anyway, that business, there was so many people said, how are you gonna make money of quarters, dimes, nickels? We did. We made 5 and multiple 5 figures a month for 5 years straight. And it was as passive as they get. So I haven't seen an opportunity like that until this. Now, could anything happen at any time? Yeah. Can outside sources shut down, burn down, close down? Yeah. You see what happened in 2020? Could anything happen? Yes. Right? Am I going to sit here and say, oh, this token is going to go up to, it's going to 50x and you're going to be worth $1 million? I don't have time for that crap. So I don't have time to wait and see and hope and say, oh, these people are going to make me rich. I keep my ear to the grindstone, right? And I look at businesses that go in and out of momentum. You got to know when to get in, when to get out. There's no company that's going to be there forever. No deal is going to be there forever. You hope it is, but you can't rely on anyone. You rely on yourself. Let me turn this here, right? And that's it. All right. So one last view of the yard. One of my kids left. I gotta have the little guy. He's got to clean around here. We're getting ready for the summer. Oh, can you see? And we have enormous parties back here. I didn't eat yet. I'm getting a little lightheaded. I didn't eat yet. I got to eat something. Trying to eat right. It's not easy. It's like anything else, nothing lasts forever. So, not to be more, if you want more information, I was going to do a 10-minute video. I did like a 3-hour video. If you want more information, go to the, website below, right? And then check that out. Let me see here. And, I thought there were people on the Zoom, and drop your best email. I'll send you the automation will send you a compound interest calculator, as well as a survey you can take to see if it's right for you. Thanks for tuning in. God bless you. Again, look below in the comments. I'll put a link there.